If you want to know when it's going to be crowded at Disneyland in 2024, stay tuned because there's a lot to know if you're going to outsmart those crowds this year. So let's get started. Here's the thing, I've been doing research for this video for almost a month now, and I can tell you Disneyland has really figured out how to keep the guests flowing into the parks all year long. Gone are the days of slow seasons at Disneyland. In fact, I don't think there will even be a slow month this year. And I don't blame them. What business wants a slow season? That's why this year you really need to know what's going on, because all the old information about when it's crowded at Disneyland just isn't enough anymore when you're planning a visit to the Disneyland Resort. That being said, let's dig right into it, starting with the month of January. Disneyland just finished 2 very busy weeks as it wrapped up its holiday season. It has slowed down a bit since then, but will probably pick back up this weekend as Disneyland welcomes the half marathon back to the park from January 11th to the 14th. This event also merges with Martin Luther King Jr. Day weekend, so plan on this weekend being very busy. Now, there's different kinds of busy and different reasons why the parks would be busy. There's the kind of busy that happens usually when something is going on that attracts the locals and the Magic Key annual pass holders. There's the kind of busy that happens when there's a time of the year that makes sense for out-of-towners to come travel to the parks, like school breaks, holidays, long weekends, etc. And then you have the crazy busy when the two merge. Now, it's looking like the 16th through the 21st is going to be pretty busy in Disneyland proper, thanks to the discounted ticket deals that have been going on in January. On January 19th, Disney's California Adventure will welcome back the World of Color 1 show. This might bring some extra locals in that night, but nothing too crazy, I'm sure. On the 23rd, the Lunar New Year celebrations start in Disney California Adventure. Also on the 23rd, the first Sweethearts Night starts, which is a completely sold out After Dark event. If you want any more information on any of these events I mentioned today, check out my 2024 Look Ahead video. It also looks like the 28th through the 30th is going to be pretty busy as well. I am shocked to say this, but I don't think there's going to be a lot of less busy days in January this year. Moving on to February, on February 2nd, the Magic Happens Parade comes back to Disneyland Park, so there may be an uptick in locals coming that day to welcome it back. This is one of my favorite parades and is where I got most of my images in this video today. There will be the sold-out Sweethearts Night After Dark event on the 1st, the 6th, the 8th, the 12th, and the 14th, so plan on the crowds increasing around 6 p.m. at Disneyland proper, and then the park closing at 8 for that event. These would be good days to rope drop, aka, go at opening time, and then you're leaving at 8. Now, the 17th through the 19th is President's Day weekend and always brings in the out-of-towners, so plan on that weekend being busy to possibly very busy. And at DCA on the 23rd and the 22nd will be Anaheim Ducks Days, which brings in big local crowds to California Adventure Park on those days, making it surprisingly crowded. I'd also plan on the 24th and the 25th being a bit busy as well. Besides that, I actually think February will probably be the least busy month this entire year. Even the events going on this month shouldn't make both parks crazy busy. You will have the parks closing a bit earlier and no fireworks due to this though. Now let's talk about March. I think the only time in March you're going to see less crowds is the week of the 4th through the 8th. There will be the After Dark event Disney Channel Night on the 5th and the 7th. That will close Disneyland proper at 8 p.m. that day, but I don't foresee it bringing in huge crowds, I really don't. Besides that, plan on March being a very busy month, thanks to spring break and the Food and Wine Festival and Easter all combining to make one busy month, with the 1st being very busy in DCA for the kickoff of the Food and Wine Festival, and then the 9th through the 31st being crazy busy crowds thanks to spring break and Easter. You'll really want to plan ahead, make dining reservations, and possibly get Genie Plus to help you out and soften the blow of the crowds during this month. Now, the first week of April will continue being busy, with the 5th being the start of the season of the Force, so I'd plan on that being crazy busy. Then the 6th through the 8th will bring in the Dapper Days weekend, which means very busy but very well-dressed crowds. You may see the crowds lighten up around the 11th to the 15th, but then they'll probably pick up again thanks to the After Dark event starting Star Wars Night, which is a very popular event that will most definitely sell out and bring the crowds April 16th, 23rd, 25th, and 30th. You'll also have the Food and Wine Festival wrapping up on the 22nd, which will bring some last-time crowds coming in. And Pixar Fest will start on the 26th, which I'm sure will make both parks very busy. So basically, April 16th through the 30th will probably be anywhere from busy to crazy busy most of the days in April. In May, Star Wars Nights and the Season of the Force will keep things busy the first week in May, with the 2nd, the 4th, 7th, and 9th being very busy. The middle of the month is probably your best bet for less crowded days due to the events slowing down and kids finishing up school. On May 24th, Fantasmic returns to Disneyland, so expect evening crowds at Disneyland proper on that day. And then Memorial Day weekend will bring in the out-of-towners and will probably continue to be busy through the end of the month. For the month of June, you start getting more out-of-towners coming in and Magic Key pass holders start being blocked out. Historically, the first week in June is usually the least busy week in the month. The crowds will most definitely start to pick up as the month goes on. The 16th through the 22nd will be busy due to Pride Nights being on the 18th and the 20th. On the 26th through the 29th, there's a VidCon conference going on at the Convention Center that may bring in some extra crowds, and then the end of the month tends to be busy because it connects to the 4th of July weekend. July will continue to be pretty busy. Of course, the 1st through the 7th will be busy due to the 4th of July and people taking time off around that time. The 17th is Disneyland's birthday and will bring in the crowds that want to celebrate the park that day. Plan on Disneyland proper being very busy that day. Basically plan on most days in July being busy to very busy, thanks to your classic summer vacation crowds. Now, August used to be a less busy month, but I don't think that will be the case this year. With Pixar Fest wrapping up on the 2nd, you'll also have folks sneaking in last-minute summer vacations in the first week of the month. You'll also have the D23 Expo going on. Then starting the second week in August, Magic Key Passes start coming out of their blockout dates. The least busy time in August will probably be the 16th through the 22nd as things kind of transition and get ready for the next big thing. The 23rd will be the start of the Halloween season. The earliest Halloween has started at the Disneyland Resort ever. This will bring in the crowds during what used to be the slow time of the year, so look out for this. September will continue the busy Halloween season, starting with the usually very busy Labor Day weekend, August 31st through September 2nd. Then you have the brand new Halloween Marathon, the 5th through the 8th, that will make things very busy to possibly crazy busy. Mid-September might be less busy, but still busy with the Oogie Boogie Bash on every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday night, making Disney California Adventure extra busy all month long. Plan October being one of the busiest times of the year, especially around fall breaks. Basically, plan on the 3rd to the 24th being crazy busy. I don't really anticipate there being a less busy day in this month. Halloween is becoming one of the most popular times for Disneyland Park, so I wouldn't get your hopes up too much on the idea of there being a less busy time during this month. November is intriguing to me. Now, after the 2nd, it should slow down a bit while things transition into the Christmas and holiday season, which will start on November 15th and bring in huge crowds then. But what's interesting to me is that the Believe, Enchant, and Imagine keys are all blocked out November 8th, 9th, and 10th. Which is very interesting to me, especially the Believe key, because that pass hardly has any blockout dates, and Veterans Day weekend can be busy, but not block everyone out busy. Now, this is just my personal guess, but I wonder if this is when they want to open Tiana's Bayou. This weekend makes a lot of sense to do something like a big ride opening, because you wouldn't want to do it during an already crazy time, because this event will bring a massive crowd. And why else would they be anticipating huge crowds that Friday, Saturday, and Sunday? Especially because it's not even the Christmas season yet. So that is my guess, but we'll see what happens. And due to Thanksgiving being later this year, I'd plan on it being very busy from the 15th, the start of the holiday season, all the way to the end of this month. For December, you can plan on the first 2 weeks of December being very busy as Magic Key holders have their last chance to enjoy the park before they are blocked out for the rest of the year. And although December tends to be busy, there usually is a calming before Christmas, so plan on the least busy time in the entire season being the 18th through the 23rd. And then you move into crazy, wanna pull your hair out crowds returning on the 26th and lasting until the end of the holiday season sometime around January 10th. Now let's give you some quick takeaways to remember as you plan for this year. The absolute busiest months are probably going to be March, October, and December. The least busy will probably be February. Keep an eye out for when Haunted Mansion and Tiana's Bayou reopen for unexpected, very busy days. Know what events are going on to understand crowd levels, and this year may be a good year to get the multi-day park hopper passes to give yourself flexibility and priority over reservations. I hope this video was helpful for you. If it was, don't forget to give it a like and leave a comment. It really helps me out big time when you do that. Thanks for watching and take care.